similar. I forgot to change it, but today we're doing it with calculators, okay? If you're just given an equation, you'll be able to do all this, even if you don't have a picture, okay? So, what are 3 other names for roots? What? 0, solution, not y.
X-intercept.
Yes, that's x-intercept, please. So I've got x-intercept, 0 and solution. Y'all are remembering, which is great. Now, number 2, where are the zeros here? What do you think?
2 and 0 and 0 and 0.
Okay, what did you say? Well, it's numbers. Okay, but check it out. Listen. This x-axis, it crosses right here and right here, which is at 0, 0, and 2, 0. Let's write those down. So again, zeros are where it crosses that horizontal x-axis. Now, y-intercept, where does it cross the vertical y-axis? It is 0, 0. Because of silliness on the board that shouldn't be there. All right, so now it crosses x and y at the same point if it's at 0, 0. Okay. Now, thank you. Now, vertex, where does it change direction? Thank you so much.
1, -1.
1, -1 is correct. Because it goes to the right and then down. X before Y, horizontal before vertical. Okay. Cool. Now, is it a max or a min right here at that vertex? It is minimum. And what do we always have to write for axis of symmetry? X equals. Has everyone heard me say this like multiple times this week? You have to put x equals for the axis or line of symmetry. X equals what? Now, you got to pick the x-axis of this, the x value of this vertex, which is 1. Okay. So again, you take the vertex number, the x value, that's what it equals. And if you draw it, it looks like this. X equals 1. Okay. Cool. Now, today, you're going to be able to get this information if you're just given an equation with no picture, no graph, okay, using your calculators. So we're going to do that together and then do some practice guided. This is brand new. You might want to figure out. Yes, after. Remind me. Ooh, somehow. I know, somehow. How did that happen? All right. Okay, there you go. That's smart. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. For calculator, quadratics, key features, what we're going to do, and I want you to do this with me, go ahead and do a new document on your calculator. I do want you to press these actual buttons so you're familiar with how to do this, because you're going to have to do this on your own eventually, so you might as well do it with me now so you know what you're doing. Okay? So, new document, don't save, and you're going to hit 2, because we're going to take those equations and we're going to graph them. Okay? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to graph the one that's already on your page. So what is it? X squared minus 2x, whatever that says. It's hard to see. So let's go ahead and, yeah, minus 3. So let's go ahead and do x squared minus 2x, not negative, but minus. There's a difference, right? And then minus sign again, 3. Make sure these are minus, not negative. This button, not this button. Okay? So is everyone typing this in? Everyone, please. Okay? Hit enter, you'll get your quadratic graph. Should look like this. If it does not look like this, think about what you typed. Double check. Question? That's my job. Don't worry about it, especially talking across classrooms like we talked about. Just so. Well, next time just hit tab and you can go back up and edit it, okay? Right here, look. X squared minus 2x minus 3. Make sure those are minus that much, okay? All right, here we go. So, has everyone been able to graph the graph? Okay, your next step, it says, is to go ahead and press menu 6. Some of the stuff we actually use is going to be in menu 6 today, okay? Well, it depends. So I just want you to look at menu 6. Just take a look at this, okay? There are the top 3 options are things that you might use, okay? So menu 6.1 is a 0. Now, y'all already know this, but 0 means what? X-intercept. So notice, there is no X-intercept button. Only 0, but you know that's the same thing by now, okay? So if you want an X-intercept, you're going to do menu 6.1. If you want the vertex, it depends if it's at the top or the bottom. Okay, if you're looking for a minimum, it's menu 6.2. If you're looking for a maximum, it's menu 6.3, right? So let's go ahead, all together, let's find the zeros of this graph. So hit menu 6.1. And this is going to be like when we did the systems of equations. You have to use your touchpad, drag it to the left, click it, drag it to the right, click it. So let me show you. When you use your touchpad, the little finger is going to show up. You go to the left of that point, click it, go to the right of that point. See how it says 0 pops up right there? You click it. And it's going to pop up with the exact x-intercept, or the 0, -1, 0. Okay. Now, you do it once, you got to do it another time for the other intercept. Which, by the way, if you look at this graph, you can kind of tell where it's going to be. Which, if I were you, I would still do this just in case it's a little bit off, or a decimal or something weird. Okay. So let's do menu 6.1 again. Here we go. Menu 6.1. I'm going to look for this one, so I go a little to the left, click it, go a little to the right, click it. And now you can see both of your zeros are -1, 0 and 3, 0. Was everyone able to get that on their own using menu 6.1? Because if you can't do it now, you won't do it later. You got to know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, let's write that down in the blanks down here. No. There we go. We're going to write it right here in this blank. So what was it? -1, 0 and 3, 0. Everyone's writing that down? We found our zeros. Write them right here. So if I ever ask you for an x-intercept root solution or 0 of a graph, you got to graph it and do menu 6.1. Go to the left, go to the right, boom. Okay? Sometimes you got to do it twice because there might be 2 roots, 2 solutions, 2 zeros, 2 x-intercepts. Okay? Now, the next thing off to the right, if you're looking for a vertex, it depends if it's a minimum or a maximum. So you tell me, is this going to be a minimum or a maximum?
Minimum.
At the bottom, right? That's going to be a minimum. So go ahead and press menu 6, and then minimum is going to be number 2. Okay? The vertex, if it's a minimum, is menu 6.2. Okay? So menu 6.2. Now I need to go to the left of the vertex. So here's the vertex. I go a little to the left, click it, go a little to the right, click it. It gives me my minimum vertex 1, -4. And I can write it right here. 1, -4. I don't know why that happened, but sometimes that, hold on, sometimes that E stuff, just ignore it, okay? Obviously the -1 and 4 are there, right?
No. It's not -1, it's 1 + 0, -4 + 0.
Let me take a look. So everyone's been able to get the x-intercepts and the vertex so far. what we're going to do is just kind of reset this calculator. I'm going to have to re-graph it here. Sure. You can try it again or just get a new one. It's up to you. Okay. So yeah, do let me know if you're getting weird numbers like that, because that's going to be an issue. But we were able to get the vertex, which, and if I said, is it a min or a max, you would know a min, right? Now, two more things you got to know. This is a little bit different. Y-intercepts. If you press menu 6, there is no Y-intercept button. Look right here. Intersection is not Y-intercept, okay? So, like, it's not on this list. But here's an easy one. No. So here's an easy way to get the Y-intercept. Instead of here, we want to get a table. So instead of menu 6, we're going to hit menu 7, 1. We did that last unit, menu 7, or 2 units ago. Menu 7, 1. So everybody, hit menu 7, 1, and it'll pop up with a little table right here next to you. Okay? So menu 7, 1 gives you the table. You have one more step. Look right here. Look. When you get this table, you have to go up to when x is 0, okay? So look at these instructions I typed here. Menu 7, 1, go to the table, but you have to press the up button to get to 0. If you're looking at 1, I don't care about 1. I need 0, okay? So I'm going to try this real quick. Earlier, it was glitching out on me. Oh my gosh, I did it again. No. There it is. Okay, so, almost there. No. Why? Okay. So when x is 0, what is y? -3. So that's, if you can hit menu 7, 1, go up, you can get your table when x is 0, your y value is -3. That's your y-intercept. Now, if you just look at the graph, doesn't it look like it's at -3? Okay. But this is how you can know for sure. The table will always give you the x value of 0, and it'll tell you the y. That's the y-intercept. Okay. So 0, -3. Cool. Last but not least, axis or the line of symmetry. Like our warm-up, what do we always have to type for axis of symmetry? X equals, right? Or your head. Look at you. X equals what? So it's the x value of the vertex. What's the x value of the vertex? Just the x value, right? 1. So I always write x equals, and the vertex, 1. Okay. That's about it. Okay. So if all those steps make sense, then I want you to flip this over and try a couple of examples. Now you're gonna do it. We'll go over it together as a class as part of your notes, right? But here are, I have the solutions that you can check your answers with in a minute. Okay. I won't reveal that yet. Yes, go ahead. All right. So again, everyone's on the back side, so not on the phone side, but on the back side. I want you to try this, okay? And then we'll check our answers. That's it for now. And if you finish that, we'll go over it in a minute, okay? 1 second, let me kill this, and we're done.